caveat emptor. Now this is a Latin maxim which means let the buyer beware. Caveat means beware. Emptor means buyer. What does seller means in Latin? The seller is vendor. So, but this is a quotation, this is a warning for the buyer. Till now, we have done what are the implied conditions, what are the implied warranties. They put restrictions on the sellers. Sellers are required to be bound by them, to follow them. But now we have something in law which tells the buyer to beware, to purchase with his open eyes, with sound mind, to not to take things casually. Because what happens is, many times it is buyer's mistake. He wanted, let's say he wanted a soap so that he can bathe, but he purchased a soap with which we wash utensils. Now whose mistake is that, buyer's or seller's? Seller gave him the soap which he had ordered for. It was buyer's mistake there. Since he made wrong selection, we cannot make the seller liable for that. His selection was wrong. So he cannot come back to the seller saying, no, please take the goods back. I want some other goods. Sorry, the seller will not allow that. The buyer will have to take the same goods. He cannot return them because it was buyer's mistake. Why should the seller be punished for it? Buyer made a wrong selection. It is not seller's mistake. So you have to see to it that when you purchase, you make the right selections. You see whatever defects you can see from physical examination. If there are some defects which you can make out from physical examination, after purchasing the goods you cannot return them because you could have easily made out, if you were aware, if you were alert, if you cared enough for your goods, you could have made a physical examination of the goods, and if you would have made, you could have found out the defect. So it was your mistake. You were not aware while buying the goods. You were not alert. You took it lightly and casually. So because of such an attitude, the seller cannot be made responsible. So now the example given here is, if the buyer makes a wrong selection, the seller is not bound to disclose. Buyer will remain liable.